CVM News.
Start your journey with a Jane Bank Small Business Loan with small business loans with as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million.
The time is 6 a.m.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by VC's Electrical Sales. Quality products at affordable prices.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
Watagwan.
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 Watagwan. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
Every dream conquered is another dream gained. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction. 'Cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music keeps on playing, and the people never say we are mash up the night. Oh, what a feeling! Don't stop dreaming. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got a spark, don't be the dark. Shine your lights on.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by VC's Electrical Sales. Quality products at affordable prices.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
Watagwan.
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 Watagwan. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by VC's Electrical Sales. Quality products at affordable prices.
Cuando tú me besas, me siento en el aire. cuando te veo, comienzo a besarte. Y si te despegas, yo me despierto de ese rico sueño que me dan tus besos suavemente. Bésame, que yo quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez suavemente. Ese coro.
Bailar. Vámonos.
Ya, drop your Spanish words.
Diego
Buenos
Costa.
días. Bienvenido a Sunrise.
Gol.
El 5 de mayo. A gol, ¿es eso?
Vamos. A la Madrid.
Anything else? Just any other Spanish? Adios.
Random
Just,
football phrases.
Good morning, Dennis.
Morning,
Good morning. Good morning, Sunrises.
Ooh, it was a very Iberian intro this morning. Good morning to all the people who love Spanish.
Español. El español.
That's a very Spanish accent.
El español. El 5 de mayo, Dennis. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. ¿Y usted?
Muy bien también, gracias.
I often wonder how Spanish speakers in Spain acquired a lisp even though they don't have one.
It, right?
It must have been the king had a lisp.
And
everybody just developed a lisp in order to not make him feel bad.
Gracias.
So he said gracias and everybody was like, the king is.
Gracias.
Gracias.
But es 5 de Mayo, and did you know that 5 de Mayo is actually to commemorate the Battle of Puebla, fought in Mexico on May 5, 1862. It's a group of poorly equipped Mexican soldiers who defeated a French army of roughly 6,000. So much more than just taco deals and margaritas, okay? So although you're going to be going for the tacos and we're not fighting, just know that that's your Cinco de Mayo. And I did not know that. I thought it was just like a food thing.
No. I knew it was a celebration. It's a celebration.
I knew it was Mexican, but I was just like, no.
It's like the 4th of July.
Yeah. But
Hey, Guato. Hey, how are you doing, Ese?
I do.
Hey,
I do good. I do good. I don't know. I don't have the accents like Dennis. Andale.
Yeah, but it's also, you know what day it is as well? It's Read Across Jamaica Day.
Yes.
And today marks a nationwide effort to encourage literacy. So the day involves guest readers, volunteers, and community members reading to children in primary schools, early childhood institutions, and even in some high schools. Even in some high schools.
Indeed.
And so pick something Jamaican, pick something international, motivational, you name it. Okay, those are some images of the education minister in the past reading.
No, it's not this one.
Did you do Shane?
Yes, that's why I grabbed for them. Listen to me.
The Silver Sword.
This is one of my favorite literature books.
We never did the Silver Sword.
The Silver Sword, it was so good.
We never did the Silver Sword, but we did do Shane.
It was so sad.
I think we did Shane twice.
I did Shane. We did the Chrysalids, my women's girls of my year. The Chrysalids. That's also such a great book.
Becca Lamb. What age was Becca Lamb?
No.
Becca Lamb was done. I think the lit students Miguel Street. V.S. Naipaul was I enjoyed. V.S. Naipaul did a different. Was it A Brighter Sun?
Oh, A Brighter Sun. I know A Brighter Sun. It was Miguel Street, but yes.
No. Miguel Street is the name of this VS9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I really enjoyed A Brighter Sun.
But the goal...
And look at this one. This one is Lane 72. A community's story in poetry and prose by the skanking ranking Shanna Kay.
What?
Shanna Kay Rankin.
Let me see that. That's Shanna Kay's book?
That's Shanna Kay's book.
Okay, Shanna Kay Rankin, producer right here at Sunrise.
72 Manning Hill Road. I know 72 Manning Hill Road.
I did not know Shanna had a book.
I read a poem while just, getting in the zone. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you.
It's good.
It's good.
We gotta get it. Shanna, is it on Amazon? How we get the book? It's on Amazon, Shanna?
It was published.
Talk to me in my ears.
It was published by Top Ranking Media.
Okay.
So I think maybe you should.
Okay, Top Ranking. But one of my favorite books. That's what I'm going to be reading at Woolmer's Prep this morning. Good morning, Woolmer's Prep. I'll be there soon. You know what I'm reading?
What are you reading?
Over there.
Let's talk money, kids.
Of course. Carlton G. Stew, we can't have an
Let's
author on
talk
set.
money, kids.
Well, now that I know about Shanna, but I was saying we can't have an author on set. And don't read from, plus I think it's a really great book with really great lessons. And I think that the kids will
Shanna
get value
K,
from it.
I think I need to read Caroline.
As in out loud right now, please.
No.
Oh.
No, it's not for morning.
Oh, wow.
But it's a powerful lesson.
Wow.
It's a powerful lesson.
Now you make me want to read it.
You
Bookmark
need to read
it.
it.
Bookmark it.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to read it.
I'm going to read.
afterwards.
I'm definitely going to read. I'm going to take this with me to Norman Manley High School.
Ooh.
I'm going to be reading to
That's where you're going this morning?
Yeah.
So Read Across Jamaica is really to encourage kids to read more and to also encourage seeing like older people giving back. Is that?
I think it's a dual role because we all need to read, and there's joy in reading and there's joy in being read to, and I think that we need to, and there's joy in community reading, gathering to read. Too often we have our children and reading is punishment, especially in a highly screen time society where you're always on the screen and you need to break up screen time, and so it's always put on that and go take up a book. So taking up a book is correlated with putting down something that you were enjoying rather than taking up something that you're enjoying. We had the book that we did just last week. We did a book, or was it the week before? A young author came in and he had, I can't remember the name of the book. And it was about like taking a shortcut and something like that.
I remember that.
Yeah. And Jackson and I read it the other evening. And so the following day I waited and I started asking him about it, and he was like, and there's a special kind of monster.
Excitement.
There's a special kind of monster called a rolling calf. And it's like a bull. It's a bull.
So he retained it.
Yeah, man.
Good. That's good. That's awesome.
What's the lesson, Jackson? You must listen to your parents. You mustn't take shortcuts.
Okay, Jackson. Good morning, Jackson.
So reading,
getting the lessons,
yeah.
And we always say it's better sometimes to condense your experience and just read from somebody who has either done it before, you know more than you, so that you don't have to now go through the experience to learn it all over again. What's the point of that when you can take a shortcut by reading the experience from somebody else?
Shortcut job, blood.
You know who did not take any shortcuts?
Yes.
We have to be a huge congratulations to Team Jamaica, who have emerged the drone soccer champions of Class 40, where the size of the ball is 16 inches, in the FIDA International Drone Soccer Grand Championship.
Nice. We've interviewed them before.
Yes, they've been here. That's why I'm so excited. The match scores now were round one. Listen to this. Jamaica 23, Mexico 0.
Man.
And round two, Jamaica 23, Mexico 2. So I know a proper win, you know.
Cinco de Mayo.
And as they continue to train and shine, they hope to bring more awareness and interest to the tech sport. Dennis, how is it that
we just take over things?
We just, how it go? Like, how we do it?
I think that the slaves that came from Jamaica and the Europeans that came from Europe and all over, the mix, we have a lack of small-mindedness. We have a lack of small islandness. And like you ever notice like we go to the Olympics and we feel like we should get like, we'd be competing with America. Like, why are we competing with America? India has a population of over 1 billion, and they're not competing with America.
Dennis, you talk about when we go to Olympics, when we just hear about other islands, we're like
we should feel.
Well, we're from Jamaica.
Like we feel like everything is the best. Yep.
We also think that everything revolves around Jamaica.
Absolutely.
Jamaica's
but it often does. It often does. Have you ever heard any other person from the Caribbean say, have you ever heard a Jamaican say, I'm from the islands?
No.
Never.
I'm
from the islands, said no Jamaican ever. You understand?
But it's not our fault, you know? We just
don't have this. We don't have a small island mentality.
Es en el sangre.
Sí.
Del cuerpo. De jamaicanos. You guys see what I'm going? Fluent.
Sí.
All right, Sunrisers. Here we're going now.
Sí.
It's time for the Tuesday morning Pocket of Sunrise. We have a special show for you. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to do whole heap of things. And
You look
then,
nice on camera, by the way.
do I? Let me see
Yes.
myself. Oh, you're right. Let me
Yeah,
see
yeah.
what going on here. So imagine this.
Wow.
It's time for your Tuesday morning pocket of sunrise. We have a special one just for you.
Yeah, baby.
Run it.
Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah.
I saw she slip, I saw she slide on. I saw she slip, I saw she slide on. I make you say, wow. Your waist is a tick like a timer. Brace pan the stick, watch your style, yeah.
Critical illness has many faces. 1 in 4 people will be affected. Protect what matters with critical illness insurance. The time by Sagicor Life is
6:15.
We finally said yes to onion rings. Now it's your turn to say yes to the onion ring zinger from KFC. KFC, it's finger licking good.
This is Flow, Jamaica's fastest mobile network, as verified by Ookla. It's the result of a complete network rebuild, with more power backup to reduce outages and satellite backup for greater mobile stability. You can even make regular calls using Wi-Fi. Welcome to our new era of connectivity, and we're not stopping there. This is Flow, Jamaica's network.
Tune in to Lead Story. Weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by VC's Electrical Sales. Quality products at affordable prices.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That's a guan pa. What a guan?
18 minutes after 6 on this 5th of May 2026. Good morning to you wherever you are. Let's make way for a girl who's traded in her gold accessories for silver, but she's no less valuable. T to the K, good morning.
Buenos días, Denny. Buenos días, Jamaica. Soy TK y es el tiempo para the news. Somebody Google what news is in a Spanish, then do. Let me finish the sentence. Is it?
I don't know.
Es la nueva. Sí, sí. Let's
Les
go.
nouvelles.
Let's just get into it, shall we? I tried. All right. So Sissoko warns of rising online child exploitation. The Center for Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse, Sissoko, is raising alarm over a troubling rise in sexual crimes targeting children through social media, with victims as young as 10 years old. The issue was highlighted during a recent episode of the Jamaica Constabulary Force for Good podcast, where investigators revealed that these offences often begin online and in some cases escalate to in-person encounters. Senior Investigating Officer Debbie Jennings says predators are increasingly using digital platforms to groom and exploit minors. Sissoko officials warn that the online environment is making it harder to track offenders as anonymity and access continue to grow. Quality Assurance Officer Sharice Johnson is urging parents and guardians to closely monitor children's online activity and remain alert to potential risks. Authorities are reminding the public that suspected cases of child abuse or exploitation can be reported through Sissoko, the 24-hour hotline at 211. There's Crime Stop at 311 or the police emergency number 119.
Yeah.
This is on your podcast, yes?
Yeah. The truth is that we are living more of our lives in the digital space. And as we spend more time as human beings in the digital, there are more social interactions, both positive and negative, that are taking place in the digital. Yeah. And so we look at sexual crimes, sexual offenses, and that is a reality, that people are meeting people online in spaces where they can't vet their bona fides, and they are meeting them and agreeing to meet up in some places, and after that, it's all downhill from there. So yeah, sometimes people meet people online and it goes wonderfully and they get married and live quote unquote happily ever after. But very often people are using it as a space to exploit people. And it's not just children. The point that was being made, it is persons. We are seeing in the digital space more people who say that this offense that was perpetrated against them, the interaction began online, whether it's Facebook, whether it's TikTok, or
the dating apps, I'm sure, are
playing a part in it.
Playing a part in it as
because
well.
you're trying to, choose by swiping, I don't know, is
left or right?
I don't know. By swiping, whatever. I've never been on one, but you're trying to make decisions that are potentially dangerous, and in 15 minutes you could get yourself involved in something that takes you 15 years to overcome.
Yeah, and the truth of the matter is that if you are one of those people who is like, I'm just online, I meet this person, I'm going to take them at their word that they're a good person and that we have these things in common, and you in your naivete is like, I'm just going to meet them and tell them,
Yeah, you're going to just meet and have drinks.
And have a drink or whatever, because you are a good person.
Very often, you have those drinks, and then they have other expectations of you, or they put something in those drinks, so you have to be careful. Also, I would say that one reality of the digital space is that some of the games that your children are playing, if you enable the communication feature, the chat feature, the talkback feature, they are playing with people who are using AI to disguise themselves. So you think your child is playing with another child, and they're not playing with another. They're playing with a grown adult who has infiltrated this child space, which is why I put heavy parental controls. I don't want no chat feature on nothing. And if there's a feature where you can chat, you can only chat to who I approve you to talk to.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate sometimes though, because it's such a great, technology is such a great opportunity to expand broaden your horizons, broaden your experiences, meet people from all over the world, and you get all this access to different traditions and cultures.
But with the good comes the bad.
Exactly, but then these people now turn it into such a space that you're so afraid. So if somebody even is just like, hi, how are you? You're like, no, don't talk to me. Afraid of you, And so it's unfortunate, but we have to be mindful. It's the reality.
It is the reality.
It is the reality. All right, well, next up, Airbnb sector voices concern over GCT rollout. Stakeholders in Jamaica's home sharing sector are expressing concern following the government's decision to impose general consumption tax, GCT, on short-term rentals, including those listed on Airbnb, and this begins April 1, 2027. Industry representatives argue that the move could place strain on small independent operators who make up a significant portion of the market. Airbnb community leaders Sherry-Ann Anderson is urging a phased approach to implementation, warning that sudden cost increases could impact livelihoods even as the government maintains the measure is necessary to support fiscal stability following increased spending pressures. The opposition People's National Party has also criticized the move, with tourism spokesperson Andrea Perkis accusing the government of a lack of consultation. Meanwhile, President of the Jamaica Home Sharing Association, Hugh Thompson, cautioned that higher costs could be passed on to visitors, potentially affecting Jamaica's competitiveness as a destination. The sector, which has grown significantly in recent years and generated billions for local hosts, is now bracing for what may be seen as a major policy shift, with calls mounting for dialogue and a balanced approach.
I don't really agree. I think that everybody has to pay their fair share of taxes. And people who pay PAYE pay a disproportionate burden of taxes because the money is sure. There are other persons who are going into business, and let's not quibble over the details. The truth is that people are making a killing off of this thing. That's why you see, as soon as these luxury apartments go up, they're sold out. Do you think it's people? They're filled with families living there every day, or paying rent there every day, paying mortgage? No, there are people who are using it as an investment property, and you don't want to pay your regular taxes. By the way, it's not the Airbnb industry, it's the short-term rental or home. Airbnb is just one brand.
Yeah.
You know, but typical Jamaican, like we find one brand that we like and we associate to the whole product.
The whole industry.
Or the whole industry. But I mean, there are other places in the world that they have to pay taxes. Yeah. So I don't think that it's going to negatively impact. Hotels pay taxes. Does that impact people coming to the hotels? No. I'm not in the industry.
I was just about,
I was supposed to, the people who are industry leaders know well their cost structure and their budgets, but I think everybody has to pay them fair share.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't have anything to do with the industry. I'm not yet an owner of 3 or 4, but I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's 2027, which does give people a little bit of time.
People are talking about it like it's next month.
Yeah, it does give people a little bit of time.
April 1, 2020. What is sudden in that?
So you can actually phase it, like, the recommendation was like, let's have a phased approach. I guess you as as an owner can phase it. Because
so
that by the time the GCT comes into
I just suspect it will be passed on to the consumer.
Yeah.
It will be passed on to the consumer as a marginal increase in price.
Yeah.
The world is not coming to an end. Some of the time, I remember over the years of following budget debates and hearing tax announcements and all sorts of things, and people talk about them like the sky is falling and the world is coming to an end, and then it's implemented and we just move on and we just forget about it.
I can understand people having concerns though, because especially now with increased prices all over, if you have another thing that's increasing its price, it could divert people to somewhere that's more affordable. So I understand the concern, but like you said, it's just something that has to be done.
The whole short-term home rental market is a unique market. It is something specific because for people who don't want a hotel experience, who want a good place, they might not want to stay at the family home and that kind of, but they want to stay in proximity, they can move around. I don't think that those persons are going to, I don't think that that's going to influence demand significantly. I think demand will be relatively inelastic in relation to that. It's like, people put tax on certain food items and the response in terms of demand is negligible. I don't think it will be great. But then again, I'm not an economist, Yeah.
Well, that's what I have for you. Of course, I'll be back with some more a las 7 de la mañana para las 9. 5 de mayo. Es hoy.
Aquí está una mano, es la mano derecha. I don't know,
I have no idea what you're singing.
I have no idea either. My sister used to sing it.
I'm like, is that?
They've taught her.
Did I miss that? Is that something I missed? But anyway, that's all the time that we have in the headlines, is what I was saying. En español.
En mi corazón. who will be just pulling random Spanish phrases off the top of my head for the rest
All
of the day.
day, all
That's
day.
all the time we have for the headlines. More Sunrise after C.
No. After yes? No. That is not it.
Supply all of Jamaica with the highest standard of gas products to keep you safe and well taken care of. Choose well. Choose IGL.
The time by IGL is
6:30.
Azan Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Bring back the fun of shopping. Discover the best finds in every aisle of amazing items. For your kitchen, your living room, your bedroom, or any room, Azan Supercenter has that perfect touch to elevate your space to the next level. Our team is ready to help you find what you are looking for you or someone else. So stop by our Crossroads store today and rediscover the fun of shopping.
Azan Supercenter, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Every day we use our feet to walk, run, and take us places. But your feet can do something even more amazing. Join Guardian Group's Shine 5K Night Run Walk and make a stride to support KPH, the Falmouth Hospital, and Project Star. Saturday, May 23 in Kingston and Saturday, May 30 in Montego Bay. Register at run2shineja.com or runningeventsja.com and see you at Guardian Group's Shine 5K Night Run Walk.
I'm me and the stylist, no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress. You charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hey, what I want? Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan, pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That's a guan, pa. What a guan?
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Tune in to Lead Story. Weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jodianne Quarry.
Brought to you by VC's Electrical Sales. Quality products at affordable prices.
the internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than...
Welcome back to Sunrise. It's 6:35 and we continue our educator focus here for Child's Month and AI in our classrooms. Are we actually learning more or just learning how to get answers faster? Because when everything is one click away, what happens to thinking things through, figuring things out, even making mistakes? This morning, we're getting into that balance using AI as a tool without letting it do all the work for us. Joining us live via Zoom is founding director of the Media and Innovation Lab at the University of Miami, Dr. Azizi Seychus, who will also be sharing the details of the upcoming Innovation with and for a Purpose Summit happening May 26 to 27, where educators, innovators, and leaders will explore the future of AI and learning in the region. Dr. Seychus, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, great topic, great conversation to have. The conference looks like it's going to be just filled with so many good presentations. But before we get into that, I really want to pick your brain on this question of AI in the education system. Teachers are using it to design lesson plans more intuitively, but the students are using it to answer questions and to write papers and all of that. Is it then making us slower, lazier, or is it making us work smarter and not harder? Where do you sit on that in terms of the effect that it's having?
Now, Dennis, that's a great question. I think AI is making learning easier, but I think the real question is what kind of learner is it actually creating? And I believe that there are 6 different types of learner phenotypes that are emerging in the rise of AI. The first is what we call the offloader, where the person outsources memory and steps, and then you have the other learner, which is more the extended mind, where you can use AI as part of your thinking, or you have a passive consumer where it asks for answers and the like, or you have someone with the rented confidence learner, where they feel smart without much mastery. And then you really have what I consider the automation bias learner, someone who feels, who overtrusts the machine. And then this is where I believe the holy grail is, which is someone who is a super learner, where they use AI to practice and to verify and to synthesize and to create. In many ways, I think AI can serve as this force multiplier. And I think that's where we're going. So in some ways, the Google effect showed people that, you can remember where to find information more than the information when you can access it with ease. And I believe that there is a need for struggle in order to develop the level of mastery and self-efficacy.
Then, Doc, AI has developed so rapidly. I mean, AI 2 years ago even is not AI today. Where would you place students now in terms of their reliance on AI? Are they really using it as much as we think? Are they just starting to dabble with it? Are they much more progressed than we think? Where do you think it falls in a classroom setting?
I think it can play a critical role. And I'll kind of expand the question to not just focus on the students, but also teachers as well. I think students, as I've mentioned previously, there's this new phenotype of learner where with AI, they really can get explanations in multiple styles. They can use practice questions. And something that I've been a huge proponent of is that AI can really turn learning into this personalized experience. But I think it provides teachers a unique opportunity where they're not just what we call information disseminators, but more so now they are learning engineers. And so the entire learning model shifts, where instead of having a warehouse type of learning where you can store facts and the like, learning becomes personalized and precise, where you can actually not just focus on abstract knowledge, but the skills that you need to develop and providing real value, and it can be transferable or portable. And so you're no longer focusing on regurgitating information, but more so you are now focused on the creation of artifacts, which can really show a level of mastery where you can develop projects and prototypes and solutions as well. So bottom line, I think teachers are becoming learning engineers and students now are becoming super learners through these variety of feedback loops. And we're tapping into the diversity of the intelligences that many of our students have, right? Oftentimes, if you're not mathematically inclined or scientifically inclined or language-based inclined, that we believe that the learning system doesn't have a place for you. But with AI, we can now teach the individual's learning styles so that we can get them where they need to be.
Not to belabor the point, but one of my concerns is the opening. It's important when in learning to open up certain cognitive pathways. And when you stop using them and rely on technology, it's almost as if those cognitive pathways close. I use the example of quick math. So like I used to be good at quick math. And, when you had to do it out of your head. But, as you get older and the calculator's right there on your phone, you stop doing quick math. And now somebody asks you, what's 5 times 5? And you're like, huh?
515, 5
and my fear is that erosion of cognitive pathways will happen with language development. I mean, when I was in the classroom, I was busy trying to teach young people how to develop their writing style. And so you give them essays and they'd go home and they'd write and they'd come and submit, and you're there developing, tweaking their writing style. But now everybody sounds the same. And everything is the unwavering dedication and not only this, but that, and the quiet wisdom. Everybody sounds like ChatGPT.
Yes.
That is my fear, that we are divesting our creativity to a language model, and the next generation will not learn how to do it, and it will just be something that I don't need to learn how to write. Somebody can write for me. Is that not a real concern? And how do we use the AI to move away from that?
I think that's an excellent point, and I agree. And you're right that AI can really weaken cognition if it replaces that struggle, because it really can strengthen cognition as well, and it can enhance exploration. I think there's something about the struggle throughout the process, as you just mentioned, Dennis, working on a paper and trying to find your unique voice in articulating a point is important. And even from a neuroscientific standpoint as well, not to get too nerdy, but when you struggle, you develop what we call neuronal pathways. And it is those neuronal pathways in your brain that really helps that person to create and to store these memories and to really own. And I always tell people that AI helps you to handle the small things, but at the same time, you need to find your inner genius. And that's why I talk about the super learner. So what I would suggest to people is that it really is a thought partner, right? And I actually believe that AI can lead us to, I think, higher level types of cognitions, like metacognition, which is the thinking of thinking, right? And so knowing what you know. It will help with verification judgment. It will help with greater systems thinking. It can help with expansive reasoning. It can even help with synthesis, because you're now pulling information from so many different areas. But I believe it can help with, what we call creation cognition, where you can build more prototypes, but then also ethical reasoning as well. And so I hear your point, and I think it's important as well, but I think there are some opportunities as well.
So then conversations like this, I imagine, are going to be, commonplace at the summit. Tell us about the summit and what people can expect and when and where it will take place.
Sure. So I welcome everyone to the Innovation with and for a Purpose Summit, May 25th to the 27th at Coral Springs, in Trelawney, Jamaica. Ocean Coral rather, is going to be a fantastic, event. We're going to be having some of the biggest names from Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and the like. And we're really focused on not just education, but we're focused on tourism and healthcare, education and sustainability and industry. And we are actually saying that it's not just about pontification. It's not just about coming up with ideas. We're going to turn those into playbooks, into actions, investment opportunities. We're going to be unveiling some of our, coolest AI or innovation types of solutions that we've developed, where you're going to learn how to build an app, you're going to learn how to build a website, where we want people to use innovation and AI as a force multiplier for your business and industry. And so come to the IP Summit. You will not regret it. We're going to turn it into a festival of ideas and action. And so please join us from May 25th to the 27th for the IP Summit.
So Doc, how do we get registered, or is there a website or an Instagram page that we can go to for more info?
Absolutely. So the Michael University College, we're doing this in partnership with the Michael University College. Their website is there. You will see all the fantastic speakers from the Microsofts of the world, the Googles of the world, and our own homegrown fantastic Mr. Evan Thompson is going to be there. Dr. Paris Yawaye. You can register. It's on social media as well. You can follow me on LinkedIn and all the other socials, and you'll be able to register. And it's an all-inclusive. So you don't have to worry about anything at all. You pay that one payment, and then you will come to be nourished and inspired. That's the key thing. We're building a playbook, not just for Jamaica, but for the entire global south, and Jamaica will lead the way. As a Jamaican, I truly believe in who we can serve in this value chain of AI and technology. We must lead the way.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Our guest has been Dr. Azizi Seychus, the founder and director of the Media and Innovation Lab at the University of Miami. Now, from digital innovation to something just as critical to our future, how we manage and protect one of our most essential resources, water. Stay with us. There's more here on Sunrise.
Said yes to onion rings. Now it's your turn to say yes to the onion ring zinger from KFC. KFC, it's finger licking good.
This is Flow, Jamaica's fastest mobile network, as verified by Ookla. It's the result of a complete network rebuild, with more power backup to reduce outages and satellite backup for greater mobile stability. You can even make regular calls using Wi-Fi. Welcome to our new era of connectivity, and we're not stopping there. This is Flow, Jamaica's network.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jodianne Quarry.
Brought to you by VC's Electrical Sales. Quality products at affordable prices.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more.
Thanks for staying with us here on Sunrise. Now, when we say water is life, it sounds simple, but the reality behind that is a whole system of planning, protection, and long-term thinking. Last week's sectoral debate presentation, led by the Minister of Water, Environment, and Climate Change, the Honourable Matthew Samuda, laid out a vision for how Jamaica plans to tackle water security, climate resilience, and environmental protection, and what that means for communities across the country. He now joins us to share some of the key takeaways and what we can expect going forward. Minister, how are you?
Dennis, I'm good.
Good.
Good to be with you and see them at Sunrise.
Good. Let's get into this question because, I mean, we've heard it's a never-expanding concept of security. Sure. And it's funny you coming previously from a different angle of security. Yeah. But looking at water security as a legitimate aspect of security, tell us why you frame the conversation in that critical way.
So, in the age of climate change, there's a genuine risk of water insecurity. Mm-hmm. Agencies at the UN, UN Water and UNEP in particular, have said that particular regions have already entered a stage of water bankruptcy, meaning they're extracting more than the earth can naturally replenish. Jamaica doesn't have that particular problem, but Jamaica does have declining resources. So Jamaica, under its Water Resources Act, has to do a study every 5 years, which is dubbed its Water Resources Master Plan. The last one said Jamaica had about 500% of the water that it actually needs for potable water, irrigation, industrial use. Mm-hmm. But that is down from 800% from your grandparents' time. So there's a measurable decline over a 50-year period.
Yes.
And with what we've seen over the last few years, I mean, Jamaica is on the front lines of climate change. 2 hurricanes, 1 Cat 4, 1 Cat 5, a tropical storm. But in that period, we had 3 of our 4 worst droughts ever. Last year, June, we had our hottest day ever. We've had our wettest day ever. So we're seeing weather extremes. So we accept that water resources have to be managed very, very carefully, and that we have to put in place the infrastructure that allows us to store the amount that we need, distribute what we need as efficiently as possible, and not leak, so that we don't end up over extracting what we don't need to extract.
So how did you tackle these issues and other issues related to the environment in your sectoral debate presentation? I mean, one would say it was a very methodical presentation seeking to target specific things.
So one of the things that we would have announced, we will be putting in place protection orders for 5 new areas in Jamaica that will move us from about 25 to about 27% of our landmass being protected. These areas are, sensitive watersheds, sensitive forests that maintains what you call the microclimate, which ensures that the water resource is indeed protected. We've also used the Forestry Act. We're completing forest management orders for 18 forested areas, which we believe should be managed in a particular way. So we're giving Forestry Department legislative control of these areas. One that I would have announced would have been the Constant Spring Golf Club, though it is not a forest in the traditional sense. It is one of our urban green spaces. So we've taken the decision to maintain that as a green space, whether it remains as golf in perpetuity or not. It will be maintained as a green space in perpetuity for Kingston and St. Andrew. So actions like that, we've given a lot of focus to, but I did outline that we will be resourcing the Water Resources Authority with the technology to monitor our water resources in real time. What we do now is more study after the fact. We're not getting real-time data, so oftentimes your decisions are not perfect because you don't have the benefit of all the information that you could have.
Right. One of the things that we've noticed, especially in the corporate area, much to the chagrin of the motoring public because of the impact on traffic congestion, is the tackling of infrastructure issues. I mean, Monroe Road being cut off for a considerable time, or considerable work being done there. Where are we in terms of the improvement of the infrastructures that you've been tackling?
I mean, Hermitage Dam is 96 years old, right? Mona Reservoir was built in the 40s, the Yallas Pipeline in the 80s. All 3 of these critical parts of infrastructure for your water security in the Kingston metropolitan area are now past their useful life. So we're actually behind in terms of tackling that. But what we have had significant success with, Dennis, was over the last 10 years, we've set about changing our distribution infrastructure. We've done what you call an NRW program, which has cut leaks and theft significantly. So 10 years ago, 71% of the water in Kingston and St. Andrew couldn't be accounted for. No business, no enterprise, nothing can run like that.
No.
We've brought that down to 38% over a 10-year period. So if you think of all of the development...
So it's non-revenue water.
Yes.
And many people don't appreciate the concept of non-revenue water.
So it's water that you can't account for. It means you caught it or extracted it from a well, you processed it, you stored it, and you put it into your distribution network. But it's not billed. It leaks, it's stolen, it just can't be accounted for. And that indeed is a massive challenge. We want to
you've taken it from 70-odd%.
71 to 38% today. Now, why is that important? You see, with all the development you've seen in Kingston and St. Andrew over the last 10 years, we use 10 million gallons less today, per day, than we did 10 years ago. So demand versus supply, we need 10 million gallons less than we did then. So for all, you used to take water lock-offs in the first week of January. Take them usually towards the end of March because of your dry season.
Right.
And we are also building in a new source, which we believe is going to have a significant impact in moving us closer to water security, certainly between Spanish Town and we'd say about Morant Bay. We expect to complete the Rio Krober water treatment plant at Content in St. Catherine May next year. That's a $92 million investment. Now that will supply 15 million gallons along that corridor between Spanish Town and Morant Bay. And again, why is that number important? Because in February 2022, this area of the country experienced its worst drought in history.
Okay.
And at that time, we were short 12 million gallons of water per day. So we are building a plant that can supply 15 million gallons of water a day. So you are much closer to achieving water resilience. Now that water resilience and water security for this region does have to have a new Hermitage Dam. It does have to replace the Alas pipeline. It does have to expand the Mona because our storage per capita is lower than it should be. But we'll be simultaneously and in parallel ensuring that we do the work like Monroe Road, and I certainly empathize with those who are traversing that area. But we will be bringing that to a close very soon. But the reality is at 38%, there are many other corridors along in the corporate area that have to replace the piping infrastructure. We're simply at risk if we don't.
Definitely. So the future, in terms of policy development, in terms of legislation, in terms of regulations, I mean, we still have challenges with environmental protection. So many policies and regulations are observed in the breach. Are we getting better at protecting the environment from persons who just show wanton disregard?
In some ways, yes. In some ways, we're behind. One of the things I would have presented last week in my sectoral was a study from Yale University in 2024, which looks at several metrics in terms of how you manage your environment. And for 5 or 6 of those metrics, Jamaica is in the top 30 in the world, including our climate change regulation, etc. But on areas like sewage management and air quality in your urban centers, and of course solid waste, we're not. Right. We're in the bottom half of things. So we've identified and been very upfront that there are areas where we're having particular challenges. On the sewage side, which isn't thought of as that environmental concern because you don't necessarily see it, we have to complete the sewering of Kingston, which again, will disturb motorists. But there are wells we haven't used in 20 years because of the nitrate content.
Right.
You're literally attacking your water supply with the backyard pit. And there are many areas, especially in the South Coast, where your water table is so high that you have to sewer. So we're going to have to use the very infrastructure investment to protect our water table. On things like the air quality side of things, we have said that we're going to move to tailpipe testing at the point of fitness because we've all seen vehicles that we know shouldn't be on the road.
Yes.
And for persons like myself who are asthmatic, we know the human health impact of every pollutant that enters the atmosphere. So we will be making a go at that. And under solid waste management, we did discuss, certainly from the Ministry of Environment's perspective, a major initiative to commence waste separation in government-owned facilities.
Indeed. Minister, we need to have you back another day because we haven't gotten to talk about beaches and access to beaches and all of those things that we've been seeing persons.
We'll invite CVM down to the lovely constituency of Northeast Centre and we can actually have the discussion on the beach when you're ready.
We can have a nice outside broadcast for that, definitely. Very important conversation there because these are the kinds of decisions that shape not only today, but we are shaping the Jamaica that we're heading towards. Our very great thanks to Minister Matthew Samuda. It's now time for another break because after that, it will be TK Dawkins with your morning news.
Said yes to onion rings. Now it's your turn to say yes to the onion ring zinger from KFC. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Over there, he walks past him, and then it's just a bit of magic. Opening up for a shot for Moises Caicedo! The unthinkable unfolds before our eyes!
Hey, what I want? Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan? What a guan?
That a guan pa. What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That a guan pa. What a guan?
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hey, what I want? Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan? What a guan?
That a guan pa. What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That a guan pa. What a guan?
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. The Health Ministry is putting Jamaicans on alert about the spread of hantavirus, a serious illness that is transmitted mainly through infected rodents, following a suspected outbreak on a small cruise ship in the Atlantic Ocean. 3 people have died and another is now in hospital. The vessel is currently off the coast of Cape Verde and has 149 people on board. The operator of the ship, tour company Oceanwide Expeditions, said there are also 2 crew members on board with acute respiratory symptoms, 1 mild and 1 severe. In a post to its Instagram page on Monday, the Northeast Regional Health Authority called Jamaicans that persons can become infected by breathing in contaminated dust or touching contaminated surfaces and then touching the eyes, nose, or mouth. Symptoms include fever, fatigue, or shortness of breath. A disturbing trend is growing as protected species continue to be captured and sold, sometimes live on social media. At least one environmentalist is warning that the behavior is not only reckless, but a clear breach of the law. Amoy Harriet tells us more.
I can't say me not touch him. I don't say me touch him, touch up his screen. Tap up his screen if you know I'm holding in my hand. Because I can't say I don't see me touch him. You understand me? I say, so tap up his screen if you know I see me hold him.
A TikTok user live on his page showcasing a crocodile that he captured and stored in a water tank. He was soliciting likes and taps in exchange for carrying out his live viewers' requests on the animal. This is one of several disturbing videos in recent times showing protected wildlife being exploited for online engagement.
On this weekend, there was a popular live where so many Jamaicans were sending videos linked to it, where these young men have a Jamaica boa. So right now, the yellow snake showing up, it might be breeding season or they're looking for food. We don't have a lot of them. But on this live, they had it, the stick hitting it, grabbing it correctly and telling people to send roses, send money, and organizing how we can sell it.
Damian White is a biologist and ecologist. He says he's frequently alerted by members of the public to illegal activities like these. Now, according to the Wildlife Protection Act, anyone who has in his possession any part of any protected animal shall be guilty of an offense and can face up to $3 million in fines or 3 years in prison.
A number of people do not know some of these animals are protected. But some of this stuff on the law, when they're on live, and you put it, boy, you might get in trouble with the law, with NEPA, or the police, or that, and they block people. They flagrant, they put it up there, yeah, let them go on. If this continues, some of these species numbers get dropped. And they're already endangered, meaning if we not implement certain measures, we will lose them. And that's with our parrot, the snake, and even our crocodile with our law are protected.
Now, Mr. White's comments come on the same day the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, issued a release warning the public that it is illegal to hunt ducks in Jamaica amid reports of the activity taking place in several parishes. Of note, Environment Minister Matthew Samuda revealed last week that his ministry will be moving to make amendments to the Wildlife Protection Act to, among other things, ratify the Specially Protected Species and Wildlife Protocol. He's expected to table the bill in the coming weeks. For now, Mr. White believes the current penalties are strong enough, but enforcement is lacking.
What I think needs to happen is more examples need to be set. So when somebody says, boy, I may do that and I can be prosecuted, the enforcement needed. So, I mean, our agencies need to cooperate more, and I would say agencies like NEPA need more money for putting serious. When you go overseas, if you ever go take one of the protected species over the US and you go put it on TikTok and I show off live, trust me, the way the enforcement swoop down here, we need to do that. We need to take them things serious.
Amoy Harriet, CVM News.
And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
Over there, he walks past him, and then it's just a bit of magic. Opening up for a shot for Moises Caicedo! The unthinkable unfolds before our eyes!
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan?
What a guan? What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVMTV.
That a guan pa. What a guan?
I'm me the style is no scammer na style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, no charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hey, good morning and welcome back to Sunrise Sunrisers. In this special Sunrise Freshers, we're celebrating the next generation of educators as we welcome student representatives from the Micah University College. Now, at a time when career choices are expanding, we explore why these young individuals are choosing the path of teaching, what drew them into the classroom, and the programs helping to prepare them for the future. And of course, we'll see if these future educators can beat our Sunrise Freshers trivia. So first up though, let's meet our players by hearing, give me your name, your specialty at Michael, and tell me why you chose teaching.
Okay, good morning, Jamaica. My name is Azaria Harvey. I am a second-year chemistry major, and I chose teaching initially to go into the primary education field, though I am a secondary education practicing teacher. It was mainly because I realized that most of the problems stem from when a child is younger. So if I could go into that field and sort of mold them or break that cycle from their young so that when they move on to high school, it will better help them as future students or make it easier for the teachers of high school.
Makes sense. Makes sense. What about you?
Good morning, Jamaica. I'm Ashante Black, a second-year chemistry student as well.
So I initially chose teaching because of opportunity. So the STEM scholarship allowed me to continue my education at the tertiary level. However, I'm starting to have to gain a passion for reaching out to younger people in STEM as well.
So this is the chemistry side of the table. It's a chemical table. All right, talk to me. What about you?
Good morning. My name is Paris White. I'm a first-year chemistry student, so also chemistry. And I decided to choose teaching because I always had a passion for teaching and learning. And I believe that I'm able to impart that knowledge to people. It would be very impactful. Thank you.
Thank you. What about you?
Good day, Jamaica. My name is Deshaun Virgo. I am a second-year chemistry major at the Michael University College. The reason why I chose teaching is also for opportunity with the STEM scholarship like my colleague, Miss Black. Also, my family basically
are teachers.
So I'm just continuing the
So, Deshaun, up there, chemistry, I'm hearing, right?
Right.
But clearly there has to be more to Michael. Tell me about some of the other specialties that Michael offers.
Okay, sure. So Michael offers a range of programs under the different faculties. We have 3 faculties. The Faculty of Science and Technology that deals with the sciences, biology, physics, chemistry, with the addition of maths, computer science, industrial technology, and family and consumer science. Under the Faculty of Humanities and Liberal Arts, we have English language and literature, social studies, history, educational leadership, and the Faculty of Education, we deal with physical education, special education, and early childhood education.
All right, let me come back over to this side and ask any of you, for somebody a young person, they may be considering going into teaching, but I'm not so sure. There are a lot of options out there. They might like it, but they're not 100. What would you say to encourage that young person?
Okay, so there's this thing around teaching. A lot of people always say don't go into teaching because the pay is small. But I think you don't get just paid with money. You get paid by learning to love your students. There's a lot more to teaching than just the pay. It's something you have to love though. But I would encourage them to try it out. It can be a stepping stone as well. So if you believe that you want to do something else, but you don't have another option right now, or you're considering it, I think you should go for it.
Have a foundation in teaching and maybe even move into something else.
Right. Yes.
All right, well, we don't have the foundation in teaching, but do you have what it takes to beat the questions? So the first to press the buzzer, I will point on your side. When I point on you, you give me the answer. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, my question is which chemistry side? Have it. All right, so your first question. We're going into Jamaican history. What does our motto, out of many one people, mean?
Okay, our motto, out of many one people, means that the Jamaican culture or the Jamaican lineage is incorporated or encapsulated by a variety of people stemming from all kinds of places in the world, such as the Europe and Africa and the Caribbean or the North American region and the South American region.
But, so yes, we have a lot of those people and?
Cultures, different cultures coming together to make one.
To make one. There we go. She tied it. We got it. We got it in the end. All right, let's go. Name 3 counties of Jamaica. Yes?
Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey.
That's right. What does the abbreviation NSWMA stand for? Yes?
National Solid Waste Management Authority.
That is it. Ready. Complete the Jamaican proverb. Chicken Mary. I'm gonna give you. I'm not sure. Yes.
Hark the near.
Hark the near is right. Name the first capital of Jamaica. Yes.
Spanish Town.
Well, it's now Spanish Town. Extra points if you can give me what it was before. When it was the capital, it was. Let me hear
Seville.
it. No, it was St. Diego de la Vega.
I was gonna say.
All right, road. Who was the first Prime Minister of Jamaica? Yes,
Sir Alexander Bustamante.
That is correct. Ready? Jamaican proverb. Higher the monkey climb. Yes.
The more him expose.
The more him expose. Mathematics with no pen and no paper. That one you name head maths. Ready?
Ready.
If 3x plus 1 equals 10, what is
3.
That is correct. I didn't have the paper and I wasn't sure. All right, music. Listen to the clip and identify the artiste. Let me see, are we going to have the clip?
At lightning speed, yeah. Take a seat.
Wait.
You're buzzing us, so no more music, you know. Who is that?
Let me just guess.
Yes.
Peter Tosh.
Oh, good try. Freddie McGregor. I see where you were going with the guess. I see it. All right, this one is a visual question now. Look at the monitor and identify this national hero. I'm not going to decide, but just because.
George William Garden.
That is correct. English language, spell the word Ligani. Yes?
Ligani. L-I-G-A.
That is incorrect.
No, L-I-G-U.
Yeah. That is also incorrect. It's Ligani, L-I-G-U-A-N-E-A. English language again, spell Savannah Lamar.
Jesus Christ. S-A-V-A-N-N-A-H-L-A-M-A-R.
I don't have any H for Savannah Lamar, but that's incorrect. Visual question. Look at the monitor. Identify this minister.
Honorable Batsiki.
The Honorable Batsiki is correct. You see, you know that over. So go on. All right, so let's go now to chemistry. Water is made of one oxygen molecule and how many hydrogen? How many hydrogen? Two is correct. What's the boiling point of water? Yes.
100 degrees Celsius.
100 degrees Celsius. Which of these is the smallest unit of matter? Is it an element?
Atom.
Atom is correct. How in the beverage there? That's right. All right, school pride time now. How much do you know about Michael? Let's talk about it. What year was the Michael University? Who first? You know? Yes.
Definitely me.
1836.
1836 is when it was founded. Yes.
Bias.
Name 3 faculties. Yes. All right.
Faculty of Science and Technology.
Yeah.
Faculty of Humanities and Liberal Arts.
Yeah.
Faculty of Education.
That is correct. So who is the current president of Yes, Deshaun, you're coming.
Dr. Osborne Pinnock.
Osborne Pinnock is correct. And for 8,000 points, whoever wins this wins the game.
This is about Michael?
That's actually I'm just kidding. Ready? What is Michael's school motto? Yes. School motto?
With thy might.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Continue.
What is it? No, you can't go
With
ahead.
thy might. Do it with thy might.
Do it with thy might is correct. No, the chemistry students never go on too bad. I'm gonna keep it real, especially with the maths. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know if I have the scores, but I'm gonna say that it's a tie.
No.
I'm just gonna throw that out there because I see there. Oh my gosh! So you guys got 8, and the winners coming out strong with 1 point more on 9. Congratulations and keep up the great work. We're wishing you all the best in what you do as you move forward in the world. All right, go forth and prosper. And remember, do it with thy might. All right. Many thanks to the students of the Michael University College for playing with us this morning. There's more sunrise coming up, so be sure stay with us. Congratulations.
Shoes. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jodianne Quarry.
Brought to you by VC's Electrical Sales. Quality products at affordable prices.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
Watagwan.
Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVMTV.
Watagwan.
the style is no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress. You charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan. Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hey, what I want?
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What I want?
What a guan?
That I want for.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a one! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVMTV.
And that's a guan for what a guan?
The gift of life astounds me to this day. I give it up for the woman.
Hey folks, glad to have you back with us here on Sunrise. Now, if you've been scrolling through the feel-good side of TikTok, which is good to get a break from the other side, the dark side, you've probably seen this video.
We never experienced a certain thing.
Yes, I one time my uncle teach me how to do this.
I'm coming it done. I tighten, shall tighten it now. If you mind a white shoe, got up against something. Don't need it.
Right, so that was actually nursing student Natanya Watson, fresh off what was probably a long day, still in uniform, changing a tire for a taxi driver who physically couldn't manage it himself. She's our citizen highlight this morning, ready to talk about that moment and what led her to act. Natanya, welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you.
Changing tires.
I mean, that video is so inspirational, right? But first, tell us, kind of set it up for us. So you jump into a taxi, you're going about your business. What happened? What led to that point that we saw on camera?
I don't know if he gazed a little bit or what, but he lost control of the vehicle for a little bit and then he swerved and we hit the curb. And then we heard some noise and then we realized that the rim of the tire was a bit bent. So initially, he asked us for a call because he didn't have any credit and he called to call his friend. And in my head, I was like, this man, taxi man can't change him tire. Like, I can't believe my drive car and can't change the tire. So after which, he got the call for his friend and the friend was far out. And then I was like, you know what, I'll just change it for you because I'm coming off of an 8-hour shift. I had exams the following week. I really just wanted to go home. And then when he was exiting the car I saw him lift his left hand out of where he had placed it. Quickly, I realized that he was physically disabled. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe him disabled. And I said, oh God, I really got to just do this film because, him really can't do it. And then I just got out of the car and we did it. He gave me a little bit of instruction, but for the most part, I was, just doing it.
So at what point did you learn to change a tire with enough confidence to offer your assistance?
Honestly, with the confidence was in the moment. But when my uncle Dennis, when in about COVID time, he showed me how to do it and told me that it's something essential that I should know if I'm going to be driving. And I thought he only showed me once, but I've seen people do it before.
So that was, hold on, so after being shown once, that was your first time?
My first ever
actually
time.
changing
First
a tire on your
ever
own?
tire.
Yes. Just roadside, just ready.
Ready. And I guess that teaches you about springing into action when you're needed.
Yes.
I mean, what is it about you and how you are? Maybe that's also indicative of you deciding to be a nurse because you like to help people. Is that your personality? Have you always been that way?
I've always been this way. If I've seen somebody in need of help and I can offer the help, I'm quick to help them, especially if they're really, really in need from a child to know. And I feel as though as a nurse, you should be able to be adaptive, quick on your feet, and just help people. Because if you don't know how to be empathetic towards people, then why are you in this? It's a service field, so why are you in the field if you cannot be empathetic towards people?
And you mentioned you are coming off of a long shift, you have exams. Tell me about where you are. Where are you working or studying? And
so my rotations were at KPH, and I'm studying at the UWISON, the University of the West Indies School of Nursing, and I'm from St. Anne. So I'm currently in my second year, entering my summer semester soon, and I'm a bit excited, nervous, but so far it hasn't been too bad.
What kind of nurse do you want to be?
I'm thinking about going to critical care or anesthetics. I'm not sure
Mrs.
as yet.
Kitty's mom.
I'm not sure just as yet. When I'm, more exposed to different areas, and I'll choose. But I just know that I want to help people.
Tell us a little bit about your background. You say you're from St. Anne, but where in St. Anne? What school did you go to? Tell us a little bit about your background.
I'm from this small community called Breadnut Hill. A lot of people don't know about Breadnut Hill.
Breadnut Hill, St. Anne. Good morning to Breadnut Hill, St. Anne.
We've heard about Breadnut Hill.
I've never heard of Breadnut Hill.
No, there was a feature that we did on from Breadnut Hill.
Oh,
something
interesting.
yeah.
Yes.
Am I right?
Oh, during the hurricane.
During the hurricane, see?
So it's just a small community.
You have memory good, boy.
So you're from Breadnut Hill?
Yes, sir.
All right,
and I went to Breadnut Hill Primary. I went to the Yorkcastle High School.
Sorry, say it again, where?
The Yorkcastle High School.
Okay.
I studied there for 7 years. I did 6 form as well, and then I came to the University of West Indies. I did 1 year in biochemistry, but it wasn't for me. I did it because I wanted to study medicine, and I couldn't afford going to medicine. So I did it so that I could probably, start working and then take myself to school afterwards. But it wasn't for me. And then I realized that I always knew I wanted to be in a service field. So I said, okay, nursing is a little bit cheaper and it's still helping people. And I transferred, and my grades are exceptionally better. And I feel more energized to go to school as opposed to back then. And I'm in a better mental space, to be honest. So
it's a far more fulfilling experience.
It is.
I'm so happy because some people are just going to school to get a degree. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know why they want to do it. But it seems that you have a clear idea of where you want to go with your life and the industry that you want to use as a vehicle to help people.
So I'm curious to know, where do you see yourself in another, say, 5-10 years then?
5-10 years? I'm probably in Jamaica working in this field.
In St. Anne, you go back to Breadnut?
Yes, I'm going back home. I'm
going back home.
She
said that quick and fancy. Kingston is not for you.
The rent in Kingston, the traffic, oh my God.
Gosh.
Back home, I don't know. Home is where my heart is. St. Anne, I don't know. I love St. Anne. It's just a beautiful
parish. What's so special about the Garden Parish?
It's not necessarily the parish itself, but it's my community that I was raised in. The people there, they're very welcoming. Like, if them have banana on them tree and it drop down or, it ready, them will come, oh, Shirley, Zoe, like, see some banana here. Or if they don't see it, they're leaving it on your veranda. Or they'll call it, like the other day, my mommy, she left her phone in the house and they were calling her and they couldn't get her. And then when they went to the house now and they called the phone, they heard the phone ringing inside. And they must say, oh God, like they don't know if anything happened to her. They called my uncle and he was far out. And them kick off the door for find her, but she wasn't in there though. She went to OG, yes. So the community that I was raised in, it's like each one help one. So that is a community that I love and I want to be in. And I wouldn't say that Kingston doesn't have that community, but I haven't.
No, you don't have it. Trust me, you don't have it.
I haven't
People
really,
pass your door some morning.
I haven't really experienced much of that here, so I want to go back home for that because I'm a people person. Like I love being in an environment where we talk to each other. Being in Kingston and I'm isolated, it's not for me to be honest. Yeah, it's not for me.
I find that just this conversation is just so eye-opening because young people, vibrant, then come at town and they fall in love with the urban life and they don't want to go back to country. But the truth is that there are so many people who do. You love the rural experience, and I mean, the rural hospitals need people like you. So I mean, you can have the best of both worlds. I'm just encouraging you to keep up the good work.
What I find interesting, you're talking about her coming to Kingston. What I find interesting is I find in this generation, it's like a young lady, you're a beautiful young lady.
Thank
you know what I mean? You're on the road and you might be saying to yourself, oh, a tire? No, so that's something that somebody else needs to deal with. And you said, no, and it really is. It really shows the community that you come from. It really shows that it really got into you, that helpfulness and that desire to help others. So keep it up.
Thank you.
Great job, great work.
And so, is there anything you want to say to anybody in Bednut Hill?
Yes.
Yeah, they're right there.
Yes, I want to big up Antonelle, big up my mother, big up my sister, big up my whole community, and I want to big up my friends here in Kingston too. My friend Carissa, my roommate, big her up too, and Abina, Shati, Nadrika, big you up too.
Nah, leave out Shati and Nadrika. Good morning to everyone.
Definitely.
Right, so thanks so much.
Thanks
so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Honestly, more of that kind of energy in the world, that's what we need, and we'd all be better off. Our guest has been Natanya Watson, nursing student from Senan. Okay, so there's more feel-good stories when Sunrise returns.
Me and the stylist, no scam and not style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, no charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan?
What a guan? What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVMTV.
That's a guan pa. What a guan?
It's the creativity on the left. Brilliant. Worth every penny. Holland into O'Reilly. It's a step over there. He walks past him. And then it's just a bit of magic. Opening up for a shot for Moises Caicedo!
Welcome back to Sunrise Sunrisers, from Spanish Town to international stages. Our next guest has built something powerful through talent, persistence, and a whole lot of support along the way, especially from his mother. And now, as he gets ready for his debut concert experience this Mother's Day weekend, it's a full circle moment, a chance to celebrate the music, the growth, and the person who believed from the very start. Joining us now is two-time Grammy-nominated saxophonist Verlando Small. Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome to
Good
Sunrise.
morning. I'm well. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Nice.
Verlando, before we get into the saxophone, tell me about Verlando. What brought us to this point of two-time Grammy-nominated Verlando? Where did it all start?
A lot of blessings and favor from birth till now. Very rough start, rough out the blocks, like a 100-meter race. I was out the blocks when the race was almost finished. So a lot of blessings, a lot of prayer. Got me to where I am today, and I'm just very, very grateful.
What were you like as a little youth?
Very quiet, very humble, very adventurous. I was extremely curious. I wanted to know what make things work, why it worked the way it did.
You sound like you used to mash up Wally
Yes, man. So,
you used to mash up the things there.
I remember my mom and I were sharing a space with this gentleman, Johnny, and them time the cell phones just come in. And I saw this little square thing with a long wire. So to me, it looked like a little rat, looked like a mouse. So I said, what that? So every time I would watch him and see him plug it in my phone and I see the phone light up. So I say, how light get from there to in the phone? I said, so I just take a stone one day, open it up and see what I go, and I say, oh, cool. Man, I get some liquor.
Yeah, man, I can understand
Trust me,
that.
kids who want to figure out how things work always get enough reading. Can you break up things?
Yeah, man.
I would have a new brand phone out of order.
How light? How this thing light up?
Me. Don't mash up the thing. Come and ask me. I would have explained it and said the cord is the power and the power. I would have explained it.
Let me tell you, the parents, I don't think they can explain the things to how we want to understand.
Especially
boys, because you plug the thing in the wall and then this thing light up. How the light get from this?
Verlando upset me. Verlando upset me in the morning. I feel it for whoever owned that.
Time the cell phones just come in and say them hot. Yeah, man.
Mash it up.
Crazy, yeah.
But you mentioned your mom, and you tend to mention your mom a lot.
Yes.
Tell us about her influence on you from those early days.
Mommy always had a fire burning in her heart and just her spirit and her face. Even if it went dim, she never showed me. She would tell, I would come home and complain about what people say, or she would tell me, I would hear people saying things, and then she would come home and tell me the opposite of what them say, just to reassure me, just to let me know. She always tell me, yo, one day you're going to grow up and you're going to be somebody and you're going to make me proud. I remember that from being at 6, 7 and can't read,
But why was it so rough out of the blocks for you?
All right, so from 1 to 5, there are certain fundamental traits that you must develop as a child, right? I came out of the hospital at 18 months, right? So all those little building blocks, to take you to that place where you start sounding letter sounds and sight words and all of those things, I didn't get that. I was very sick when I was born. Spent my first birthday, as you can imagine, in the hospital. Everybody know me. Spanish Town Hospital, everybody know mommy. It was a Cuban doctor that actually saved my life. I was telling people the other day that the whole thing that happened with the Cubans, it was unfortunate. Because if it wasn't for that particular doctor, I wouldn't be here today. Because for 18 months, doctors would come and go, and they can't tell mommy what is wrong. They can't fix it. And here comes this man, tell mommy to do this specific thing. She did it, and instantly, he was able to say, okay, this, and that. And after 18 months, I was out of the hospital. Never got sick again until I was 14 when my appendix ruptured. And again, it was another Cuban doctor. You know, so you look like I have a
if you do a concert in Cuba.
Free concert in Cuba.
Right. So there's that. Mommy's strong, you know. She's strong and I don't think she wanted to be, but she didn't have a choice.
Didn't have a choice.
She didn't have a choice. She had me young at 17. You know, so growing up, we grow like brothers and sisters. If you see me and her now, you'd think I'm a sister. You know, when she would come to school, them would say, I know your mother, that your sister. You know, so because of all of that, really and truly, and I know my situation isn't unique, right across Jamaica, across the Caribbean, developing worlds, there are things that mothers have to go through. And I just really want to use this weekend to tell all of them thanks and celebrate them.
Well, that's the personal side. Tell me now a little bit about the saxophone and how you got into that, and you're two-time Grammy nominated. What led to that?
All right, cool. So I first saw the saxophone when I was at Eltham High School. Grade 7 JCDC festival. Mr. Taylor was my teacher at the time. And in the back idling, there was this school on stage. I didn't know who they were at the time, and I hear this beautiful sound. And I just stepped away from the crowd. And I said, what that? And I was so captured.
It's probably St. Catherine High School.
No. No. I was so captured by the sound. And I turned to my teacher and I asked him, what is that? You know, it was a soprano saxophone, so it was straight.
Oh.
And I asked him, what is that? And he said, that's a saxophone. And I said to him, one day, I'm going to play that.
Like you just right away?
Man. I remember like it was yesterday, like it was a while ago, I tell him around the corner. I said, one day, I'm going to play that. And he said, yeah? I said, yes. And it turned out that my family moved the following year from Spanish Town to Linstead, and I got transferred to Charlemont High School. Lo and behold, now the same youth that where did I play the thing at Charlemont High School. So the God would have everything aligned from that statement that I uttered, that one day I'll play this instrument. The next year I moved, I got the same school, enrolled in the same program. Mr. Nigel Powell is now my teacher. That's Asafa Powell's brother. And saw the instrument up close for the first time in grade 8, and I was like, nah.
This is it.
No. It was
too complicated.
Yes, no, this one on my team.
No. It sounds good and it look good and it pretty.
But it's a lot.
Too much.
No, okay.
And I tried out piano for a while, you know, float in and around the music program, and I didn't pick it back up till upper 6. So I was leaving upper 6. I wanted to play, but I didn't do so well in math and English in CSEC. So my mom said that, you know, pull me out of the music program and focus on getting your math and your English. And once I had gotten those, it was upper 6. I had, a few months, you know, and I guess my brain was now developed and in the place to tackle the behemoth of an instrument.
We need an hour to tell you your story.
It's crazy.
We need an hour to tell, because I don't even realize how you went from early learning loss to getting the CXCs to reach sixth form. We need to have that conversation.
Then we need for the nomination for Grammys.
I'll come back. I'll come back and we'll talk.
What we want to know though is how we can see you. You're saying it's a concert this weekend. Where is the concert? How do people get tickets so that we can come and see it?
Cool. So backtrack to the last question that you had asked in terms of the Grammy nomination. So when Buju Banton came out of prison, I was a part of his team, and we worked on 2 albums that were nominated for the Grammys, and my work was on that, hence the Grammy nominations. To the show.
Nice.
Where can people get tickets?
Yes. And when exactly is it? Where is it? And where can we get tickets?
All right. The show is this weekend. It's Mother's Day weekend, the 9th and the 10th. It's 2 shows. Saturday starts at 7 p.m. Sunday starts at 6. Tickets. I know my producer is somewhere looking at me. All right. Let me see if I get it now. Barbican, Waterloo and Portmore, Fontana.
Okay.
Touchstone link, spuropen.com, and Jesse's Gifts and Decor.
Okay, we're familiar with those.
Well, the beautiful thing is that you are absolutely right. It's on the screen. Oh, so good job.
Right, there we go.
So it's the same show, two different nights.
Slightly different.
Okay, so if I come the 2 times, I'll still get
a different experience.
Okay.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
The
lineup for Sunday is slightly different than Saturday. It's going to be a great show nonetheless. So I'd say buy a ticket for Saturday and buy a ticket for Sunday.
Which is right.
Which is right.
Which is right.
Yes, man.
Which is right.
I like it. I like it. Awesome.
Yeah,
we need to finish this conversation.
Absolutely.
But guess what? The best way to experience this is to feel it. So we're going to take a break before Rolando Small alongside Joseph Davis takes over our Sunrise stage. Stay with us.
I'm ready. I'm excited. Let's
go.
This instrument where you say you couldn't manage at first, right?
Listen to me.
I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan?
What a guan?
What a guan! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That a guan pa. What a guan?
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Tune in to Lead Story. Weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jodianne Quarry.
Brought to you by VC's Electrical Sales. Quality products at affordable prices.
Me and the stylist no scam and not style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, no charge me for sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That a guan pa. What a guan?
It's the creativity on the left. Brilliant. Worth every penny. Holland into O'Reilly. It's a step over there. He walks past him, and then it's just a bit of magic.
Opening up for a shot for Moises Caicedo!
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jodianne Quarry.
Brought to you by VC's Electrical Sales. Quality products at affordable prices.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than
And that's a wrap for today. Thank you so much for choosing to rise with Sunrise.
All right, you can join the ND and IT for your midweek takeover tomorrow. And be sure to have a great Tuesday. It's Read Across Jamaica Day. Go and read somewhere. All right, so taking us out is the sound of Veraldo Small alongside multi-instrumentalist Joseph Davis. Take it away.
And remember, make sure you see Veraldo, Philip Sherlock Center
Saturday
for the
and Creative Arts.
For the creative arts.
Yes.
This weekend, go do it, man. Take out mommy. Take her out.
Yeah.
Take it away. Let's see what you have.